Cool 98.7 Bismarck Mandan's greatest hits. It is Wish with you. And joining me now is Carmen Berg. Carmen is the first and only Playmate ever from North Dakota. Carmen, how are you?
I'm wonderful, but it is a sad day, especially for all of us involved with Playboy.
Yeah, obviously we learned on Thursday that Hugh Hefner passed away. What was your initial reaction when you first heard the news, and how did you first hear the news?
I was driving home, and all of a sudden my phone just started blowing up with calls, texts, everything from all of my Playboy family. And immediately it was such a sad feeling, but right away I thought of Hef and all of the wonderful moments I've had being part of that family, and how he's always been such an advocate of us all living life to the fullest. And that's what I want to hold on to.
Well, let's talk about some of those memorable moments. What would you say is the most memorable moment you have of Hugh Hefner?
I would say, personally, when I lived at the mansion, I always enjoyed, he was a morning person just like I am, and the mansion was quiet in the morning. We would share breakfast and look out over the gardens where there were many different birds and greenery, and had some amazing talks. He was really quite inspirational to me at that point in my life. I was 23, and he really took me under his wing, and I'm forever grateful.
Well, you say he was an inspiration. I mean, what were some of the things that you kind of learned from Hugh Hefner?
I learned that life is short, and march to your own drummer, and the people that don't like what you do, don't think about them. Concentrate on the ones that love you, follow your passion, and embrace your individuality. And that's what he instilled in me, and to this day, I think of him quite often with those words.
I don't know if you can quantify this exactly, but how much of your life, like how much time-wise in terms of years or months or whatever, did you actually spend with him?
I lived at the mansion the first year. I wasn't there continuously because you do a lot of promotional traveling and whatnot. But after that, I've stayed close with the family. All of us girls are like a sorority. There's many different events and parties. There's always Sunday night movie night and dinner, which whenever I have the opportunity, I would go up to the mansion. I would go up throughout the years for breakfast at the mansion and see Hef. I even took my dear mother up there one time, and she sat and spoke with Hefner. One of the things that I always love is all the amazing parties that I went to, from the Halloween, New Year's Eve, Midsummer Nights, and the opportunity to bring different friends and people that are dear to me up to the mansion, especially for their first experience of the mansion, is always exciting.
Talking with former Playmate Carmen Berg, first and only one from North Dakota. Are you still involved in any Playboy events that take place, or you haven't done anything in a while?
No, I still go up for the parties every year for all the different parties, but that will all be changing, I foresee, in the future.
So
his son Cooper is taking over and doing an amazing job. He's a wonderful man.
So have you been interacting with Hugh Hefner consistently pretty much ever since you were a Playmate?
Yes.
So is there anything that maybe you know about Hugh Hefner that other people who don't know him would be surprised to learn?
Well, I think a lot of us do know. The one thing that I find so special, and he's a very kind, giving person, and he was such an advocate for people, for racism. He would speak out always for people, for sexuality, for women's rights. And I think a lot of times that is pushed along the wayside. People don't focus on that, and that's the Hefner that I know.
Well, Carmen, I'm sorry that you lost such a close person in your life, but I definitely appreciate you taking out the time to talk to him and remember him, and I hope that you can find a way to remember his life with everyone else in the Playboy family. And again, I just really appreciate your time today.
Oh, I'm so honored that you did reach out to me. I have such a fond spot in my heart for North Dakota and Bismarck and all of my dear friends and family of North Dakota. So thank you. It was a pleasure to speak with you.